Hello, universe. Welcome back to Ace, Phoenix Attorney Trilogy.
That's the name, yeah.
Justice, Big All Turnabout 3, 4, 4, 1, 62.
22, 5, 2.
Look, it has to be a different title every time. In the last what is happening? Oh, that's my controller.
Well,
there
yeah,
we go.
that's what happens when you move the controller.
I don't know why that just happened, but it did. I'm also using my PS3 controller this time, which honestly I should be using my PS4 controller, but I was too lazy to unplug it, I'll be honest. But yeah, in the last part, we finished off the day two trial, and in this, investigation. And in this part, we will be not finishing the trial, obviously, but starting it up finally. So let's give it a go. Are you ready, Mayo, to
Let's go.
slowly end this atrocity? Here we go.
Get in there already.
It was hard, all right?
December 39:41 a.m. District Court. Defendant Ruby, number 5.
Also want to bring this up real quick. Me and Mayo are trying a new thing to hope that his voice doesn't cut out, because we want to hear all those juicy details. Or at least
simply so I don't have to keep saying
yeah,
over and over.
Or in the case of the last part where like
like entire sentences get cut out.
Yeah, exactly, which is like awful. So hopefully everything's fine. So we'll just.
I know Mo has a bit of a strong voice, but still.
Exactly too. Yeah.
Good morning, Max.
Whoa, she didn't say Nick. I just realized that. I don't know. That threw me through.
Yeah, good morning, Max. If you didn't go through before, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Good morning, sweeties. You don't seem like your usual sparkling self today. I'm always like this before I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it. That's Francisca. That's Francisca. You can't convince me otherwise.
Tee-hee?
Oh, no, never mind.
Not even close. Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk.
That is an entire carton. That is not a glass.
Yeah, that's... I mean, you know what? Maybe in her crazy, broken logic of the world, that is a glass.
I guess.
Regina!
How fabulous! I'm not gonna read that! You came to watch my performance today? I'm going to jail for pedophilia.
Clearly nobody in this town cares. Police department is sleeping the job. Of course I did.
Hopefully the YouTube auto detection won't realize it, because I said it like 3 minutes in the video.
Mo told me that I should come and watch this.
Mo said that? Oh, wait a minute. Why should Mo say... Does Mo know something that we don't know about?
Mo, get on the stand again. You deserve a proper cross-examination. Not getting screwed over by the judge. So what kind of performance did you put on today? Let me guess, you'll fly at the end?
I wish.
That'd be an amazing court session.
It's not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweeties?
Huh?
Hey, it went through. Everything's gone through so far. Just heads up. I think my... doesn't. I'm not saying it. I refuse. You cannot make me say it. I'm sorry. I refuse. Yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on, or even where she is. Yeah, it sounds like her.
Sounds that right, yeah. Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtain. I'll see you later. Today, just remember the audience.
Fabulous! Enjoy yourself out there.
Good luck, Max. You're the best. Regina's different, don't you think, Nick?
Nope, not really.
It's top of the morning to ya!
I'm gonna be honest, I misread that as top of the morning to, yo. I don't know why.
That was like amazing.
I was like, what? Mo, what's your issue?
Top of the morning to ya! Do you know? Yeah, buddy, that's going to get stuck in legal limbo. Hello, can you go?
Good question. No.
Considering how yesterday and literally every trial ever, very low. In fact, so low you can't even see the space between the pole and the ground. Top the morning to you, Governor.
Top of the morning.
That's that day starts with energy in the morning. The only burn gets the worm. But then again, worms like higher brain function.
Do worms even have brains? It's like a real question.
I have no idea. Your master boy, you bruised it. That's the milk.
Why is everybody giving him milk?
At least he's not calling it a glass.
What if he's like lactose intolerant in secrecy? And did they ever consider this?
I mean, Reginald might not know. Mo would absolutely know. He's just like, yeah, drink it, coward.
True. Oh my, thanks.
So how are you today, right?
Well, I've got the feeling that today I'm gonna face off against the real culprit. Because that is he just being meta at this point?
I mean, that's what he does in most cases.
Yeah.
It's just that we've gone through this case for so long, especially thanks to Shrek Month slowing us down tremendously.
Yeah.
You mean Acro?
What?
Huh? You think he did it?
He's literally disabled.
Be careful. Being disabled doesn't mean you can't kill someone. He's used to putting his life on the line. Literally.
Well, yes, he's disabled doesn't mean he can't kill somebody, but how does the disabled man fly when his feet don't work?
I mean, how do you fly when your feet do work?
Good point.
You got guts to spare.
If all I've got to worry about is how thin the tightrope is, you get it? I'm used to it already. It just means that I won't be able to press him like I can other witnesses.
Hey, you know one thing with it already, don't you, Mo? What are you gonna do then, Nick?
I guess today we'll just have to do without our usual psychological warfare, and by that I mean we can't bluff like crazy, because that's all we do.
You better get ready to save Scum.
Oh god, today we rely on evidence. It's the only way we'll get past Acro into the truth. I have a feeling you could bullshit your way through this, Phoenix, given how you literally bullshitted your way through the Von Karma thing. Like, not Francisca, but
Manfred?
Manfred, yeah. I wanted to say Reginald for some reason.
I guess Regina's still in your brain somewhere.
I guess.
You're right. It's gonna be tough. Anyways, I want to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. And to finally have the ultimate reality of what happened to her father.
She's probably just gonna forget in a day or like 30 seconds.
Probably. You want to make sure Regina watches?
Yes, in this case, yes.
Yes, that's right. Bringing her to court today.
I genuinely think bringing her here will do nothing in the grand scheme of things. So like, this isn't like with Pearls and her mom, you know? Or was it her grandma? I'm pretty sure it was her mom. She was really old, so I feel like it was her grandma almost. But yes, exactly. She looks old, I should say. Anyways, what's that supposed to mean?
Please remember that when people die, they don't just become stars.
True.
I mean, the old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe people become stars.
Oh, well, come on, Mo. Do you not want to become a star when you die?
You're already a star, so why not?
Yeah.
December 30th, 10 o'clock a.m. District Courtroom number 2.
I wonder what's happening in courtroom number 1.
Seriously, we almost always go to courtroom number 2.
Yeah. Maybe this is just the judge's court, then. Like his specific room.
Yeah, but not exclusively. Like, we've been in other courtrooms.
Have we?
Pretty sure.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. Anyways. Court is now in session for the trial of Billy Bob Joe.
Pretty sure it's Billy Bob John.
Sorry.
It's one of the two. Doesn't even matter at this point. Billy Bob Joe John.
Pretty sure it's Billy Bob John. But let's check. Where is he? Aw, it doesn't have it. Doesn't tell us. It's unfortunate.
You know what? I need to look this up. Screw the trial.
I'm pretty sure it's Billy Bob John. I'm almost certain.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Oh, great. I just want you to know the first result I got when searching his name up on Google is his age.
Oh, of course.
So you didn't know.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
It's John's.
Yeah, okay, that's
What
what
John's?
it was. John's, oh my gosh. Very well, Miss Von Karma, you may proceed with your case.
Prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events.
What's the meaning of this?
It means that he actually flew Your Honor. He discovered a new witness, shall I say, a new eyewitness.
You know, her saying there appeared to be a fluke isn't out of line with her, actually. So,
Yeah.
I'm already scared. I'm just gonna save now.
What does that mean? You'd like to go fly off and see the crime?
I skipped that dialogue early, but luckily you read it. Order! Order! Why are you being so crazy, crowd? I mean, of course there can be other eyewitnesses, you idiots! I had a feeling something like this would come up.
This division, they're not prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night.
Oh, this
You
would be great.
He just grew wings and flew! Flop! An explanation the prosecution will present if the need of so arises.
Is that supposed to be a joke because he flew?
In fact, my detective stayed up all night creating a mocha for the scene. What about your orders?
Are you sure you're gonna trust Gumshoe on that? That's...
Especially a sleep-deprived Gumshoe.
Yeah. Poor Gumshoe, ellipses.
Seriously, Gumshoe has just gotten shafted this case.
He really has. He barely appeared. I miss Gumshoe. I want another Rise from the Ashes. Was it Rise from the Ashes where he popped up a lot? No. It was not
Rise from the Ashes, we had, what's his name? Cowboy.
Yeah.
Jake Marshall, that was his name.
Yeah. I'm thinking of Turnabout Goodbyes. Because he worked with Mr. Not Phoenix Wright. Well, I guess he technically did help Phoenix Wright. But Edgeworth. That's his name. I couldn't think of his name. Anyways. Very well. Please call your witness to the stand. Time to get to work. Or shall I say, time to walk the courtroom tightrope. I'm going to say it again. I'm already scared. I'm really scared. You've scared me.
I mean, I'm scared. The fact that they're going out of their way to specify that you can be... I mean, to be fair, you have a full health bar.
Yeah.
You have an occupation. Ken Dingling. But everyone calls me Acro.
I'm sorry, Ken Dingling's just a funny name.
Like, the Ken part is whatever, but Dingling is beautiful.
It's like the dude from Banjo-Tooie, King Dingling.
It's amazing. I'm employed as an acrobat at the very big circus.
You are so lucky, Francisca, that people are actually telling them your name and occupation.
Yeah, I know, considering what happened with Edgeworth last game. Where were you the night of the crime? I was in my room that night. If you look at the map, you always see the witness's room is near the crime scene. Never for something that that's Acro, crap. My room's on the third floor. The crime scene is below my window.
Acro, are you okay? You're starting to sound a bit like Francisca.
Yeah, that's probably gonna happen a lot this part. The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you've witnessed? Okay.
Alright, here we go. Here we go.
What I witnessed. Oh gosh, the V thing. It was just after 10 p.m. and I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window.
I'm glad they did the whip sound for the record when that happened.
As far as we know, Francesca actually whipped just off screen somewhere.
True.
Then, a few minutes later, I saw someone flying right by my window. So you're saying that he flew too?
So
not this row anymore.
In this particular image, I just like to imagine that Maximilian wasn't flying, but he was just floating upwards past the window.
It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind. but that's who it looks like.
Okay, so you can't confirm it's him.
To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. You probably were!
I hate everyone in this case because nobody can say they saw his face! That's not without a doubt proof if you assume it's someone. Come on!
It's not without doubt proof. They don't have it and they admit as much.
Like, it annoys me because everyone is like, yeah, this guy clearly did it because it looks like him. Like, it looks like him because of his outfit. It's like, anybody could have worn his stuff. Anyone! Ugh. It just annoys me. It just annoys me that everybody's going to the same conclusion. Sorry. Anyways. This witness's testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown.
Just the case. There's very little prosecution need add.
You're right. That means that my client is safe because Mo got us nowhere.
What does that to explain how the defendant disappeared into the sky that night?
Hold it! Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness.
The foolish choice by a foolish fool who's wishes to fear the foolish fatness of a sad fool.
I'm glad we finally got to hear another foolish line.
Yeah, I don't think she said that in all this case until now. Event was stood for types of things. Is the Phoenix right?
I want to say in the first aid trial, there was a fail. If you failed one of the things...
Oh, that might have been.
But I didn't fail it, so you ended up reading it off the script, though.
Just like your event was survived as Edgeworth did.
Yeah, before he died, apparently. According to you guys. Ellipses. Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony? I mean, I can legally cross-examine.
You can't stop him from doing it.
Yeah.
And if you do, we'll call for a retrial.
Exactly. In the words of Miss Von Karma, may I quote yesterday's proceedings? There's no way that actually happened. Very well. You may proceed with your cross-examination. I have a feeling if I press anything, I'm gonna get in trouble. Because they said evidence only. I'm gonna press, but I'm gonna
go to the end and see like if they say anything about it back there. Because they might just be prepping you for a later one.
True.
Edgar must be lying what he saw, right?
Of course he is. Now the challenge will be to expose his lies in court.
Well, go to the middle, Nick. Okay, they didn't say anything one way or the other.
Alright, I'm gonna press.
It's probably fine.
It's the only thing they scared me because they highlighted evidence, and I'm scared that pressing is gonna screw something up. Hold it! You said that you were resting in bed. One would thus assume that you turned the lights off in your room, correct?
That's correct. But there are safety lights around the outside of the lodging house. It's so bright, sometimes it can make it hard to sleep.
If that's the case, wouldn't it be a good idea to close some curtains?
Yes, it would! Ellipses.
That doesn't tell us anything. Where did that bird come from?
It came flying in through the hole in the ceiling. I've never really thought of that. I guess that means I'm off to buy some curtains. You have curtains! We saw the picture!
Ha ha. Sometimes I do make myself useful in these chambers. Ow!
Let me just see for the testimony.
Alright, I guess I can press that, which is good. Oops, wrong button.
Press everything down.
Yeah, of course. I mean, why not? I won't be freaking in trouble like with Mo as for now. Hold it! Your room is on the 3rd floor, right?
Yes.
And you said that you were resting in bed.
That is correct.
But you were still able to hear a sound from outside?
That's generally how ears work, yes. I was indeed.
I take it back. Can I get a penalty for asking a dumb question?
I agree. Francisco raised an objection. He's wasting the court's time with stupid questions.
Yeah, honestly. Pressing accurate doesn't seem to get results. But maybe something was contradictory in what he said just now. There was nothing wrong.
There's never anything wrong when you really think about it.
Yeah. What's the matter, Mr. Wright? Nothing, Your Honor. Until I can find a clear contradiction, I should tread lightly.
Alright, remember the second line, I suppose. Ellipses.
You said remember what?
I guess just remember the second line to go back and press it.
Ah, gotcha. Hold it! Are you sure it was a human being? It could have been a mannequin, or perhaps a large action figure. Wait,
That one is
Phoenix?
just a statue.
Phoenix, are you... Do
Are
you
you
have
high?
amnesia again?
Well, setting aside the possibility of a mannequin, an action figure is plausible.
Acro, are you high?
Yes! I'm starting to think, that would explain everyone in this case. just everyone, including Russell. I'm starting to have questions about their mental stability. You have no need to mince words of Mr. Phoenix, right? Justify the truth and only the truth. Just as we were there with you that night. I believe it was a human.
Damn, I just strengthened his testimony. I wonder if
You're so good at your job!
I wonder if Acro's statement jives with the facts. There's
Oh,
nothing
another one of these.
wrong. What's the matter, Mr. Wright? Nothing, blah, 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 yeah.
Okay, second and third line. Ellipses.
So whichever seemed more suspicious, I guess, is probably... Unless there's a third one.
There
Hold
might
it!
be.
The light in your room was turned off then, right?
That's true. I was going to bed after all.
So with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window.
Oh, never mind, he doesn't have curtains, I was wrong.
Yeah.
The safety lights lit things up enough for me to see. Honestly, there's only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses on the front.
The white rose, I don't care about that. I care about the face at this point.
Seriously, like, anybody could wear a silk hat, a robe, and some white roses.
They're all questioning it again. Did you see any of the other symbols? Oh, he's mad.
I clearly saw the silk hat, as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica.
Just because you're convinced it may have been him doesn't mean it necessarily was him, though. The more I press him, the less results I seem to get. Alright, something fishy with this latest bit of testimony.
Oh, another one.
There's nothing wrong, I guess. So, I mean, that's probably the most suspicious one
That's
of the
probably
bunch.
the one you should press.
Yeah, because
You're
that
the correct answer.
that one is like, again, you can't see him.
Well, just because somebody has the symbols doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Ellipses.
He thought he was dreaming. Yeah. When did you start thinking that what you saw wasn't a dream?
Objection! That's not important.
Objection! Oh, I actually pointed in real life. Oh god, I'm getting into character.
Good! Oh, great, it's talking to you with this of all cases. Have fun.
I believe that the prosecution has done a bit of maintenance on the witness's memory.
That's a way with words.
Just to make sure, let's ask the witness. Also, Phoenix, I thought you said that you would only present facts. Ow!
Objection!
Sustained? Don't sustain that.
Okay, this is a repeat.
Alright, so we'll go to the third
Okay,
line.
so it's the second, third, or fourth.
I'll go with the third line. Also, I'll save now just in case, like, that means anything. Like, I don't want to redo a whole bunch of dialogue, possibly. So it was this one, I believe, right?
That's
was
the
one.
fourth line, yeah.
Alright. Hold it, blah blah blah, lighting in the room, yep. Fly. It's enough to see the...
Symbols.
Symbols, blah 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 blah. There's a contradiction.
The music's still playing.
Yeah, and this also seems like a generic line. There is a huge contradiction with this testimony that was just given.
Objection! No, you stupid Phoenix. This contradiction improved evidence.
She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of a contradiction?
My attorney's badge. It's the only evidence you need.
I mean, there isn't a health bar.
I don't see why not.
Look, I've been itching for it. Take that!
This... What in the world is this? Ow!
The fact that the judge can't recognize an attorney's badge is worrying. You just don't get it to even defeat his friend.
What don't I get?
You don't need to be able to get to this one with your future of left 15. Your plan looks to be ready to pick up once again. Straight towards the guilty verdict.
You are bluffing? I will not forgive any more mockeries made of this court! Whoops.
Fitness. Would you like to read your testimony? With pleasure.
You know, given how ruthless the day one trial was, I am genuinely surprised that I didn't get in trouble for that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
It was this one.
Okay, hold on. Let me... Only saw him from behind. I have to kind of reread all these dialogue to make sure I have some sort of evidence, whatever evidence I have to help with it. Alright, so light in your room. It's true, he's going to bed. So the lights, you're still able to clearly see a human flying in the window. The safety lights lit things up. Oh, I didn't read that. What did he say? He honestly... What? Do you have the script?
I'm looking for it. It was person's back. Where's person's back? I'm not sure where you're at in the script.
It's fine. It's whatever. It was the person's back. You couldn't see the white rose in the front. Did you see any other symbols? I clearly saw the silk cat as well as the cloak wrapped around his body.
I see.
I'm gonna...
There's only enough light for me to see silhouette outside my window.
Oh, okay. This is a stretch, but I think a potential stretch, but I think it could work. I'm not gonna get hurt for it too, so that's fine. And that would be the silk hat, because that was found at the crime scene.
Yes.
He wouldn't have seen the hat if he flew away, right?
I mean, it could have fallen, but... I mean, first off, Mo should have seen if the hat fell off, at the very least.
Yeah. I'm just looking at my other stuff real quick, just in case. Like how I still have the money, the monkey. I'll just do what I originally thought, so... Take that! Alright, I was right. Okay, cool. You claim to have seen the exact same thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that?
What do you mean?
The silk cat.
What about the silk cat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window. As he does every night.
Well, you should have tried looking down out your window that night.
That would have been quite difficult considering the state I'm in. Looking aside of the window was a tough enough challenge for me.
That's a shame, because you would have noticed the silk hat found on the scene.
That's the ringmaster's hat, right?
False. That's Maximilian's hat. One of his fabled 3 items.
Yeah, the 3 symbols that you know so much about.
Yeah,
right?
you want to say it, Court? Huh?
It's silk hat, silk robe, white roses.
Afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat.
Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has 2 silk hats?
No.
No, but
this
you
is
one.
a handmade, one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica. Which means, Acro, that Maximilian Galactica did in fact commit the crime.
Case closed! On case 4!
That you've been fibbing on the stand. I feel like we're just picking on a disabled person at this point. It's kind of rude if you really think about it.
I mean, we're literally just bullying him because he couldn't get out of bed by himself.
Yeah, you're right. You're not wrong.
Order! Order!
Objection! As always, it looks like someone just had to open their mouth before thinking.
What do you mean? I literally just pointed out a contradiction. It was a literal contradiction.
Are you okay, Nick?
Well, I opened my big mouth, and now I have to back it up. Oh, I'm saving. Should I save?
You probably should.
Okay.
It doesn't show me if there's a health bar, but there is a choice that shows up.
Okay.
Oh, there's a view option.
How about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury in this court today? He has a grudge against Max. Acro is dreaming. Acro's the real culprit.
Well, obviously, he was dreaming is the correct one, so...
You know, I got it. There's no health bar. Come on. Come on. Come on. Smack. It's obvious that what Acro saw, he didn't actually see it at all. Because it was a dream.
Objection! Stop being stupid, Phoenix Wright. So you're afraid of how the convenient facts and stuff with dreams.
Yes.
That's rule one of being a lawyer. Maybe you should just pinch your cheeks to see if you're actually awake.
I want him to do it. Ow! That was my controller if you didn't hear it.
Oh yeah, I did. I definitely heard it.
I think your wit proved this isn't a dream just fine. Mr. Wright, how about you provide an answer that actually explains things?
Are you okay, Nick?
Blah, 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 yeah.
Okay, yeah, we're looping this again.
Alright,
So,
Acro is the real culprit, seems like...
Either of these could be correct.
Yeah, like, that's like the biggest stretch of stretches, and then he has a grudge against Max.
Well, I mean, that's obvious. We know he has a grudge against Max.
Yeah. I mean... Yeah, I guess I'll go with that then, because he has a grudge, so I don't... Because nothing would point that Acro is the guy, so... Perhaps because Acro has a grudge against the defendant. Which is why he's trying to frame Max. Ow! Why me? What did I do? You know, good point.
Nothing should affect the fit on finding justice. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I have noticed you say the theories. It's not a theory. Everyone at the circus hated Max.
Yeah, exactly.
He has a grudge against the defendant, huh? You're going to have proof of that.
Ugh.
Ask anyone at the circus.
Yeah.
Literally anyone.
Well,
They
that's
all
the
hate
thing.
him.
Can I bring somebody to the stand?
Can we bring Max to the stand?
Can we bring Mo
Everyone
to the
hates him.
stand?
Yeah, Mo and Regina are in the audience. Why don't they come down?
Yeah. Mr. Wright, thanks to you, I got my head lashed by Miss Von Karma's whip. I don't like getting hit for nothing. So how about you answer with an explanation? Oh, that wasn't
felt
great.
like that was going to be leading to a penalty. You were so lucky.
I know, right? Okay, so Acro is the real culprit of all things is the correct answer? When we could prove that... Whatever. I'm gonna bluff. The thing I said I wouldn't do. Ellipses. Your
love
Honor.
bluffing.
On this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself.
On this occasion,
I mean, you have a good point, Von Karma, because I literally just accuse everyone at this point. It just so happens to work. Accuses Acro? Oh, what in the world are you accusing him of? Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry. I have a feeling Maya would be like freaking out, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, what the hell are you basing this off of?
I mean, to be fair, we already kind of established that we were going to accuse him before we started the trial.
True.
But she should know.
Mr. Wright, are you serious? Deadly serious, Your Honor. You get it? Because the defendant is being tried for murder and somebody died.
I think your tips to the circus have served you well.
They have. Not. I've actually learned a lot of things that are kind of sickening.
I have still not been taught how to fly, so that's the big demerit against the circus.
True.
You seem to have learned how to try and grasp the audience's hearts and minds.
Ellipses, exclamation mark. I'm sorry, I was trying to get a drink of water.
Giovanna, what are you said to be swayed by theatrics? Trying to divide the crowd with smoking beers is the oldest bluff in the book.
Really?
Don't put a heaving. Just look at the witness.
Hey, do you want to have a better argument, Von Karma? Say, give us evidence.
He's calm enough for it to almost be scary.
Where'd that bird come from? Hi, bird. Oh, dude, it's just pecking my forehead now. Oh, jeez. Can I get a screen cap of that? Hold on. Let me just get a screen cap of that. Trust me, it's very important.
It is.
It's very important. Apparently, it says you sent me 2 new messages when you didn't. I was the one who sent you messages.
I did not. You sent the messages.
I don't know what the hell that's about. Aha! Perfect.
I'll start working on it right now.
Anyways, he is staying rather calm and collected. Probably because he didn't do the murder.
Mr. Dingling, you have a funny last name. Do you have any response to the defense's accusations?
Proof?
Your Honor.
Say
I
proof.
don't really need to say anything, do I?
Yeah, why is everyone so stupid? You could literally just ask for proof.
It's what they usually do, too. Just the worst part. It was like, this is what you're normally doing.
Is this like only a thing in this case? Because I don't remember it being this frustrating, but I also don't know if I'm just frustrated because like the case already gave me a bad rap and all of a sudden like the things are accumulating together. It's like, just say things, you know?
Oh, what do you mean?
Everyone, take a good look at me. I can't even stand up by myself, let alone leave the lodging house.
Yeah, but in that picture that you showed us, like, you know, well, you didn't show us technically, but the one that popped up on our screen, I didn't even see your wheelchair actually in your room, so explain that.
That's true.
I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his client. But to do this by accusing me of murder of all things.
Yeah, it's a hefty accusation, it's not even a joke.
See, even if I common sense, basically the accusation is ludicrous.
She's right! Way to pick on the disabled, you heartless, cruel man!
I don't know what you were saying earlier.
I mean, yeah, that's literally what I said. I felt like I was just bullying a disabled person at this point.
I mean, I agreed.
Defending Phoenix is a poopsie head. I want to know the audience member that said that.
I want that to be the thumbnail. Actually, that might be Wright.
Honestly.
Or Max. Could be either of them. See that Stephenie's right.
That might be thumbnail worthy, honestly.
We tried to do support from the peanut gallery. Let's see you do it. No, we already have a thumbnail. Unless something really impressive shows up.
Yeah, I mean, we could potentially save it for the next part again, unless something crazy comes up.
This is a game. I got Dexter's note to get further after is unable to stand under his own power.
Why would you get that? Why would that matter in the case? Were you just expecting me to... Actually, she's pretty smart then. She was expecting me
she probably did expect it.
she was expecting me... She was actually just expecting me to accuse him.
Well, I mean, Acro was the witness, and she probably figured Phoenix was gonna be desperate enough to try it. You know if Vince is planning on agreeing to come to this as well.
Absolutely. That's you.
We can give the defense now. Acro had an accomplice.
What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice?
Oh, god, I can save actually, so it's good.
Okay. Well, did he?
It's also 1 bar. I mean... I guess it depends, right? Because what I'm thinking of is Ben. Because remember, Trilo said he saw someone. Wait, no, he saw Russell though, didn't he?
Well, yeah.
That's what he claimed. But he was in the outfit. I don't know if that necessarily makes him an accomplice, though, is the thing.
No, that just makes him a witness.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go with, of course he didn't, but if it's wrong, I'm assuming my train of thought ended up somehow being correct. Of course he didn't.
Yeah, then. Let's see when we hear the name of the mystery of accomplice.
Not this time, Von Karma.
What? What? What?
No, it went through. For some reason, I thought you didn't do like a stutter or a stammer because she went, what? I just heard.
I did.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear the.
I guess the first one didn't go through.
But
so some of it is still not going through.
To be fair, everything besides that has gone through so far, though. So that's good. I'll take that. You're not gonna sucker me into this one. What are you blabbering about, Mr. Wright? There was no accomplice. Acro planned and committed this murder all by himself. Order! Order! Phoenix, you can't just pick on the disabled. What?
Did you hear the music out, Louie?
What are you getting at?
We need on their toes, Nick.
Now I'm gonna have to prove how it all fits together right on the spot, because me investigating...
Because bluffing's not allowed.
Yeah, and me investigating did literally nothing if you really think about it in retrospect. I have to show how Acro murdered Russell Berry.
Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that? What do you think at this point?
Well, given that there's one more case in this game, at the very least, I'm gonna go with yes, Maya.
Yeah, at the very least, I'm glad that you don't trust me on case numbers anymore.
I know what I can do. I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed.
Alright, then let's do it. It's if he's right. If this one is the killer, then his life witness account is all lies, right?
Correct. Mr. Wright, I'd like for you to clear something up for me. When the crime was... Oh, I can't save and this is green. When the crime was committed, where exactly was Mr. Dingaling?
Obviously he was in the cafeteria.
He was right here, because it happened right here, right? Take that. There was no way he was anywhere but exactly right here. In the plaza? He was at the scene of the crime itself? Yeah, because he was the murderer. Right? Yeah, exactly! That's what I was thinking! You're right, though. The murderer would have had to have met the victim.
Objection, stop being stupid!
Ow! Miss Von Karma! Stop it! Oh, he's finally asking. Jeez. You will be quiet and refrain from striking people.
Look at this possibly left the lodging house on his own. What the victim of Mr. Peterson just said? There's no accomplice, remember?
Yeah, you're right. You think I could get another chance? Oh, I guess that is incorrect. Wait, just 1 minute.
Boom!
Don't forget about my proverbial whip.
Objection!
Alright, I'll add that as a fail. There we go. Arg! Mr. Wright, I'd like you to be clear to me. Okay. When the crime was committed, where was Mr. Dingaling? His room? Like...
It's where he says he is.
Yeah, it's like, if he wasn't where the murder was, I would assume his room? Take that? He was obviously here the entire time. That's Acro's room? Pretty simple, eh? Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. In that case, there can only be one correct answer. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster.
What are you nuts?
Yes, I am nuts.
Legally.
What say you, Mr. Dingaling?
Ellipses.
Or Dingling. I keep saying Dingaling. It's Dingling.
I mean, it might as well be dingling.
Yeah.
It's an interesting theory.
Ellipses. That's it?
Considering that what you propose is impossible, yes, that's it.
Can you prove that it's
the movie
impossible?
head.
Can you prove that it's impossible? Huh? How about that, witness? Yeah.
I mean, that reasoning would fall in the prosecution, not the witness.
Yeah, I know. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. As the witness has stated, your assertion is impossible. As he is in a wheelchair, there's no way you'd go to the scene or be the killer. I'm gonna save. Is this actually a good spot to save, you think?
There's a bit still. I'll
Okay.
go a little further.
You got a point.
Go until you see the next blue box of text.
Okay.
It seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Fuse, right? The defendant was clearly sort of seen the crime.
No, he wasn't. No one can prove that it was
That's
him.
true.
No one can prove that it's him.
Mo said that he saw Max, didn't he? Well, yeah, he said that,
He's
but
floating.
he also said that he only saw the symbols.
He floated away. But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly.
Didn't explain how Max flies, silly.
Good question. Dude, it was his birds. His birds did the murder. It wasn't Acro, it was the birds.
Do you mind if I ask the question, Mr. Wright?
What is it?
I understand some of your logic.
Good, because I don't.
However, how do you think that I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I obviously can't wear Max's costume.
How did he do it? So right here, do you think you said?
Yeah. There's still a little bit more before it, but like this is a relatively safe spot.
Okay, good. That's next course of this legal buffet.
Be careful, Nick! If you mess up here!
She's right. I can't mess up here. Gotta give this some serious thought. I'm sure the Acro killed the ringmaster. I'll just do it here. I don't want to go through.
Yeah, I was gonna say, honestly, save it again. Like, you have like one more text box and then that's it.
And he did it while he was in his room. No doubt about it. Okay, this is only 2 bars. They were making it sound like I was going to lose a lot more. Time to enlighten us as to how Mr. Dingling committed the crime, Mr. Wright. Present evidence. Can't present evidence now. Money can fly, right?
I mean, everyone can fly. Obviously, that's what this case has taught me. That bottle of pepper can fly, that one boss can fly, the autopsy report can fly.
You know what I just realized? With the whole cloak thing, if you... Nah, I guess never mind. The cape is what's big. I was about to say, his outfit itself really exposes his body. I don't know how he could hide it. But then, I just realized I forgot his cloak was really big. What was this? Before the crime, okay. I'm gonna just go with I can't present evidence now. Even that seems like foolish, as Von Karma would say.
Yeah, silly. Did you say foolish? I think that you'll finally be graced with the next iteration.
Don't push it, Von Karma.
What?
You aren't gonna suck me in this time. That's what I said last time. I'm smart enough to know when I don't have the cards to play and my hand sucks right now.
This is amazing.
Ellipses. What do you mean, Mr. Wright?
He thinks everything he said up till now has all been nonsense. I mean, that is basically what he said.
I mean, yeah.
It's true, right? If you can't stand the truth of your murder theory, it is nonsense. He's trying to fool us and play some instruction game.
Aww. It looks like this isn't gonna pass muster.
You gotta show some evidence.
Easier said than done. So what would it be, Mr. Wright? I'm gonna present some evidence. Alright, I'll... Objection! So what did Mr. Dingling use to commit the crime of the murder against Russell Berry? Well, it was blunt force trauma.
So obviously, he got Leon the Lion up to his room and he dropped that.
Clearly,
it's the only thing that makes sense.
Clearly, he threw Regina. It's the only...
Wait, that would require having an accomplice, and he didn't have an accomplice.
True. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say Regina's the accomplice. What if she was, like, knocked out, you know?
Okay, her unconscious body could still be used as a weapon, I suppose.
I feel like this is a stretch, but I don't know why I have this bronze statue. Did he maybe drop it? I'm gonna present it! Take that! Oh, what's that? A picture? It is indeed. The problem is with the item that's shown in the picture. The bust? It's quite a large bust, and it's because it's life-size. It is also very, very heavy.
Heavy.
Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death. Especially if it was dropped from a third-story window.
Ah!
I'm surprised that actually worked, but I had nothing else to go off of, so...
Ellipses.
See? This is how Acro was able to kill the Ringmaster. With the force of gravity and a simple Maximilian Galactica Maximilian Galactica's ample bust.
Okay, I'm glad that the translators are having fun with this, because seriously, you can use other words than bust.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is technically a bust, is the thing.
Oh, I know, they're having fun with it, it's just, there's other words for it.
Yeah.
It's becoming repetitive at this point.
Order! Order! So you're saying that the bust fell onto the Ringmaster? A rather simple crime. Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit.
Objection! Don't give us a view of wheelchair with something so heavy. It's impossible!
I mean, you just hold it on your lap. Right? Objection! Well, Acro is an acrobat. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like the bust. Mr. Dingling, how do you respond to these charges?
Well, you see that required getting the bus up to the third story. How do you think I did that with no one noticing?
True.
Acro's at a loss for words!
He should be. He knows that I'm getting close to the truth.
Considering how far the scroll bar is on this trial, no, you're not!
Oh shit, what did he say? Something about, well, Acro, how do you explain that or something?
Well, Acro, you can't run away from things this time.
Ow!
I'm not trying to say for every human if he is right.
What?
Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. I demand to get proper testimony from the witness himself.
Testimony, you say? Von Karma. She's just using this testimony as a ruse to stall for time. Objection! There's absolutely no need for such testimony.
Objection! The defense has the version of the murder, the prosecution has the victor's fond.
Objection! No! The defense's objection is overruled.
On what grounds? Because you don't want to get whipped?
Yeah, honestly. No, he told her to stop whipping. Wait, he didn't. She didn't stop whipping. She actually just whipped me.
Yeah, she kept going.
Yeah. Why can't we see things my way once in a while? Mr.
Considering all the things that the judge has done over the years, this is pretty tame.
Honestly, yeah. Mr.
Like, remember when he was blackmailed by Red White?
Oh, yes, that was...
Like, this is pretty tame.
Honestly, yeah. Mr. Dingling, I'm sorry, but you need to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony.
What would qualify as expert testimony in this case, Gumshoe?
Good point.
To be honest, we have no problems, however. Let's see if he's respectful towards him. Uh-oh, I don't like the phrasing of that respectful. It just kind of sounds like you can't press.
Yeah, I'm getting scared of that.
Yeah, thank you.
That woman will sink to any low to win a case. Then we'll read this testimony and we'll end the part after that.
Acre's physical state. I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat. None of my legs were injured. However, looking at the bust and looking at the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, wouldn't you think?
Nah. I have no doubts in regards to this witness's testimony, but, the defense has to cross-examine. That's not my job.
It's impossible for him to lift the bust far enough to look. Not to mention he could not have known the location of the ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to even worse severe injuries.
That's what I was thinking. What is your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright? Ellipses. I'd still like to proceed with my cross-examination.
As if he's studying. It's shameful, really.
It's funny because you're stalling.
Yeah, but she's not wrong either. Like, they're both stalling.
Yeah, true. Grr, I can't let her get to me. I've got to focus. Cross-examination, which we'll do in the next part, in which we will cross-examine Acro even more, because apparently he's the murderer, which kind of came out of nowhere, assuming he's actually the murderer. I mean, at this point, he probably is, but given that we're focusing so hard on him,
Yeah,
I don't get...
But, like, who else would it be if it's not him? Is the thing.
I know, but it's almost... I'm interested to see his reasonings to wanting to kill him.
Like, it's obviously not Regina. Like, Ben and Mo have both been pretty thoroughly cleared at this point.
Yeah, like, I would understand why he would... Does he just want Max gone? If so, why would he kill someone? That would be really stupid.
If you wanted Max gone, you'd kill Max.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
You wouldn't go after the Ringmaster.
I'm interested to know the motive, because it doesn't check out for me. I don't know. It's almost weird, so... I don't know. We'll see, though. Thank you all for watching this part. The next part will, I assume, get to the recess if there is one. If not, we'll just keep going. So, we'll see. See you guys in the next part. Chicken tenders.
All toast is toast toast.
Bye-bye.